All right, so we're going into the drafting phase right now.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Before we move to that draft to the draft analysis, Coach, let me just introduce the team. So for tonight, we have Team IRG. I believe they're from UP Diliman, and Team Manji Gaming, and I don't know where they are from. Okay, I know that there are a bunch of people from a lot of other schools. I'm not quite familiar with with where they came from, but what we know is that Manji is actually from another team from before. So this is they are from Classic Gaming. They played a few games with us before, but now they changed the roster and they created a new team from that. And now we have Manji Gaming.
Yeah, okay.
And going against them is Team IRG, it is a newcomer. Okay, so this is the first time that we will be playing with IRG at all. All
Okay,
right, so
so
now, so draft coach, please take over and take the stage.
okay, first ban from iRG is Lycan, a very potent solo hero in its own right. Yeah, typical first ban, and also from Manji, Doom. Yeah, one of those typical first bans. Viper was banned by iRG. Pretty unusual because Viper's not really too much of a game-changing hero, but Viper is one of the most annoying laners in the game. I still hold the belief that Viper is the single most powerful laner. If you lane Viper one-on-one, I don't think anyone can beat a proper Viper. And so Manji ban out Tinker. Tinker, not usually a first ban in pro games, but in this level of gaming, yeah, Tinker is very annoying to deal with. So if you don't want to deal with a particular hero, you just ban him. And there you go. Now let's see. We're going to the first picks. Usually I can't predict first picks because it's going to say a lot about the team, and teams, I don't really know too much of these teams for now because everyone's kind of relatively new. They're not pro teams, they're amateur teams. And Tide Hunter, okay, so you pick Tide Hunter, you want to get into that team fight. So it might be a death ball, it might be an anti-death ball. So yeah, it's going to be a versatile pick, Tide Hunter. Good choice, not so bad. Manji, we'll see where this goes. They might go for a Death Prophet, Shadow Shaman. Those two haven't been banned yet, very popular right now. Strong pushers. So let's see if they take advantage of that.
5 seconds.
Widescreen, please. I think this is already widescreen.
Reserve time.
Yeah, my resolution is 16 is to 9. So okay, Faceless Void Razor. They go with their carries first. Faceless Void, quite popular right now because of the recent buffs towards his Chronosphere. Very powerful ability that allows him to move quickly actually inside of Chronosphere. So that's
Yeah,
the buff.
and also the aggatives, include considering the buff, we also have the Aghanim Scepter to worry about when you're against a Faceless Void. I mean, it just gives him a 60-second cooldown on the Chronosphere.
Yeah, very annoying. That means even if you kill Faceless Void when he uses his Chronosphere, by the time he responds, he'll have that Chronosphere backup. So win a team fight, lose a team fight, you'll be dealing with Chronosphere almost twice in a row with that 60-second cooldown, I believe.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
minute. It's
So
going to be like a fact of life. The moment he gets that Aghanims, Chronosphere will not be a situational team fight skill. It's going to be there, like 100% of the time.
okay, so Team IRG pick up Shadow Shaman, popular hero right now. Maybe they'll ban out Death Prophet or one of the heroes that combo well with Faceless Void and or Razor, possibly an Earthshaker, Skywrath Mage. They might want to ban Skywrath Mage because he's one of the more popular heroes that work well with this lineup. Okay, so they ban out the Brewmaster. They
Oh no,
yeah.
who takes the next pick? Oh, if Manji Gaming doesn't ban the Death Prophet now, IRG can take it.
Yeah, IRG would be very powerful with the Shadow Shaman and Death Prophet. So far in the series, any team that has picked Shadow Shaman and Death Prophet has always won. So if Manji had a bit of sense, they might want to ban the Death Prophet. So Team IRG right now, they banned the Brewmaster a while ago. An annoying mid to deal with. and gets better into the mid game, early late game because of his powerful ult. Very hard to kill.
10
Also
seconds to
able
go.
to save himself from an initiation if he
5 seconds.
doesn't manage to die. So they ban out the Bat Rider. Not
Radiant
typically
team
a second stage ban. Usually you would ban him first stage, but that's for higher tier teams because a perfectly executed Bat Rider lasso can mean the difference between winning or losing a team fight. That's a 4 versus 5 team advantage.
10 seconds to go.
And Manji, they should ban out Death Prophet outright.
5
Yeah.
Death
seconds.
Prophet.
This is like their last chance to either ban or pick it, and after that, it's basically a giveaway to IRG.
Yeah, but Manji can still pick it.
Yeah.
Manji's the first pick. So
Yep. Yeah, I mean ban and pick. Yeah.
yeah, so they might pick it themselves, but I don't think it will.
Radiant's pick.
It could still work. The ghosts work with the Chronosphere, so it's still an okay pick for them. But yeah, they should pick it. They should pick
This is their
Death
last
Prophet.
chance
Razor
to
is
prevent a death ball.
Razor's good in his own right in taking down towers, but he comes online late game because he needs that Aghanims to be able to take down towers. So they pick out Skywrath Mage. Okay, they want the combo.
Fire's pick.
And
Oh, it's a Skynet Mage. They didn't take it, and now, wow, this is the moment of truth, Coach.
Yeah.
We might actually. This is a defining moment for Manji Gaming. They might have just actually gave themselves away
come on,
with that last pick.
Death Prophet. Death Prophet.
Death Prophet, we're waiting for you.
If this is not the Death Prophet, I'm just gonna scratch my head.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days where you can just figure out the players. You don't know what the hell they're thinking,
5 seconds.
Yeah.
and they're really taking their time. I mean, this is what, for me, if we were playing this is a no-brainer.
Reserve time.
Exactly. Can you iterate again to our audience what category these teams are in?
Oh yeah, okay. Hi viewers, hi Twitch viewers. This is Selemene, and if you're asking what leagues do we have here in this community, well, for now we categorize the leagues or the brackets of the MMRs of our players. StarCraft style, we have the Bronze League, which would represent a certain bracket of players who are still new to the game, followed by Silver, and these are your average players, and then of course by Gold, who are actually participants in the local competitive scene. Unfortunately, we do not, or we will not, reveal the MMRs of the teams until we actually publish our online tool, online portal, which will be soon enough. All right, so wait until then. Again, we have Bronze, Silver, and Gold.
Yeah, so
All right.
we have that categorization to be able to match teams properly in accordance to which skill level they're in. We don't want imbalanced matches. We want fair fights. Yeah, because we're giving away prizes and we want our viewers to enjoy. But we also want to respect the privacy of the teams. We don't want to give away their MMR. Sometimes they don't want other people to see their MMR. So we have the bracketing instead of revealing the team's MMR. And
Yes,
this is
indeed.
confusing. They picked the Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, there we go. I'm scratching my head. Manji picks up Rubik in response to the Tidehunter. Very good pick if he manages to get the Ravage or the Serpent Wards. So not really much of a question there, but
Reserve time.
yeah, they can still pick. They can still pick Death Prophet right now. Okay, they picked Vengeful Spirit. Manji didn't take Death Prophet, so iRG, they have the chance right now. Just pick the Death Prophet. Come on, you know this lineup. They picked the Tidehunter Shadow Shaman. They knew what they were going into at the start, so they should finish up, pick the Death Prophet, and just be over with it.
And what I feel like now, it's like exactly how you would feel when you're like out shopping with a girl, and then she asks you, "Does this look good on me?" And then you're gonna say yes because it does, and then she's gonna say, "Oh, you're just saying that so that we can leave the shop." This is that's how confused I am. It's like, what? Like it's a given. Why don't? And this is exactly what we're feeling. We're so confused with what the players are thinking. They absolutely do not want Death Prophet, and well, we might see a new meta, Coach. Maybe this is something that they want to cook up.
Okay. Yeah, but to be fair, they can't hear us. Okay, the teams can't hear us. No one should be able to communicate with them especially because our stream right now, it's on a 2.5 minute delay. Okay, to note
Oh
to
wow, it's
everyone,
amazing.
it's a 150-second delay. That's 2.5 minutes, so no one can stream snipe, no one can comsat. Okay, more popular in Filipino
Tires
terms,
banned.
no comsatting. That's a 2.5 minute delay. But uh, later on, when we do our giveaways, please note, when we do our giveaways, it's going to be live. I'm going to restart our system and we're going to go live. So no one can complain about that. See, Manji bans
Yeah.
out Death Prophet. Okay,
7
they yeah they
They
see it. Okay,
they
maybe they
realize it like last
5
minute.
seconds.
yeah maybe they didn't see it earlier on, but now they banned Death Prophet. So okay, we don't want to deal with that. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
ban out Invoker. Okay,
Radiance
so
pin.
Invoker's not really the kind of person that you would match with this lineup. Maybe they'd pick up an Earthshaker. Invoker's just a complicated hero. You don't pick up Invoker unless you have a dedicated Invoker. It's kind of common with the Filipinos lineup actually for Invoker, but not really as efficient as something like an Earthshaker, who can be utilized earlier
10
on. He can
seconds
come
to go.
online as early as level 2, 3. 3, he has a full combo. Level 1, he's already
seconds.
useful with a Fisher. So you don't really need to give him too much levels or
Reserve
gold,
time.
whereas an Invoker requires a lot of EXP and a lot of gold to come online. So right now, what I'm seeing from iRG is Shadow Shaman, Vengeful Spirit, Wind Ranger. This is a ganking lineup. They don't have a carry yet for now. And this is where Shadow Shaman fails typically. Whenever they have a Shadow Shaman and they refuse to use Shadow Shaman for pushing purposes, those teams typically fail because the Shadow Shaman gets behind in levels. He doesn't get that 6 early. They don't take down towers early. And if you're picking a lineup and you fail to accomplish the objectives your lineup is meant to do, then you're going to fail in the long run. So Manji pick up Queen of Pain. Okay, this is an odd lineup. Maybe he wants to deal out that damage while inside the Faceless Void Chrono. You
10
have the Skywrath
seconds
Mage,
to
Queen
go.
of Pain, and even the Razor and Rubik dealing lots of
5
AoE
seconds.
magic damage inside the Faceless Void's Chronosphere. So you might be able to take out
Reserve
2, 3
time.
heroes, 4 heroes maybe if they got caught in the Chronosphere before everyone else could even start to engage. So we're waiting for the last pick of iRG. Perhaps this would be their carry right now. If they're going for a ganking lineup, they're going to need a carry, okay? Because there we go.
Oh, there's the
carry.
Morphling.
Yeah,
Is this Morphling going mid? I mean, is it?
I think
What do you
it's
think?
going to be the Wind Ranger.
Oh, okay.
It should be the Wind Ranger in mid, okay?
Mhm.
So
Again, yeah. Before we move into the game, before we start introducing the teams, for the viewers, this is iRG versus Manji Gaming, and iRG is a newcomer to the community, whereas Manji Gaming, they are a reconstructed, or no, rather a re-engineered roster, if I may say so. So one of the oldies, and well, moving to the team members, to the players, we have Migs playing Tidehunter, 2X playing Shadow Shaman, Ali playing Vengeful Spirit, Rainier playing Wind Ranger, and Sid on the Morphling. On Manji Gaming, you have Danley on Queen of Pain, Smiley Face on Rubik, Drew 9 on Skywrath Mage, Doms on Razor, and
5
I don't know what the last player is waiting for. He doesn't have any choices anyway.
okay,
And there we go.
Let's go into the introductions. They pause. What is this for? I think someone needs to reconnect.
Yeah. It was the Faceless Void went to Don't Touch. Okay, so Don't Touch has the Faceless Void. And, well, they're getting confused with the pause right here. I don't know what's up. Players just being weird, I guess. Okay, let me ask. Okay, moving on. Oh, yeah, okay. So now, the laning phase, coach, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get over the laning phase. We probably would see a Tidehunter here in the off lane, and of course a Morphling at the top lane, supported by the Vengeful Spirit and the Shadow Shaman, while Rainier, as you have said, playing the Wind Ranger will go to the middle lane, whereas we might actually see a Faceless Void off lane, coach, right here, with playing an offensive tri-lane with Rubik and the Skywrath Mage in the middle lane. Of course, it's going to be QOP, Queen of Pain, played by Denley, and Doms will go to the solo defensive lane. Wow, Dark team now clumping up at the bottom lane here. They're trying to go for something, I don't know what, smoke? was used, and they're going to the Radiant jungle right now. No one from the Radiant team is planning to plant a ward on that bottom side of the map.
It's almost time for
So
everybody
they are
to go.
not going to cross paths, I guess.
Okay, so
Coach?
yeah, this
Mhm.
is a bit unorthodox. You'd want to keep a ward here to protect your carry, but if they're not going to ward there, then that leaves their carry to be potentially open and ganked later on, especially with something like Vengeful Spirit Shadow Shaman. But yeah, this is just a very fortunate turn for uh, Team Manji. Because of their choice not to ward in that particular location, they actually saved a couple of heroes from that early movement coming from iRG.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
can you introduce the players first before?
no, I actually did earlier. I already finished introducing them.
Okay, you introduced them while you were talking about their laning.
No, well, during before we actually went into the game, like they were just selecting the heroes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
I
so
was
now
checking the stream a while ago.
please go on ahead and go with a laning phase. I mean, that's your forte. Give the players, give the viewers an overview of what the hell is happening for the early game, for the laning phase of this game.
Okay, so right now we have a very obvious Queen of Pain versus Windrunner matchup on mid. And I'm not sure how the Wind Ranger is going to fare here. She just has to be defensive, I guess. She won't be able to take down Queen of Pain, obviously. And the Queen of Pain has a slow and some magic burst damage. So the best Wind Ranger can do is probably just last hit and she's zoning out the Queen of Pain. So hopefully the Queen of Pain doesn't allow that to happen. And right now on top, here's the more interesting side to watch. We have a tri-lane versus a tri-lane. The tri-lane should be in favor of the defensive, usually. If it's going to be an offensive tri-lane versus a defensive tri-lane, the defensive tri-lane would have the advantage of the safety under their tower. They can't pull right now because of the ward blocking here. Very good position of the ward. This is not commonly checked, actually, in this level of gaming. But yeah, that harass coming from the Skywrath mage is just very annoying. They're harassing the Morphling out. Yeah, he's the guy that they want to protect. That's why it's called the defensive tri-lane. You want to defend your mid from harassment or ganks. And yeah. And on the other side, the offensive tri-lane.
We see some action
Rubik,
coming, engagement coming right now. Morphling with a waveform. On top of that, Rubik throws in a telekinesis. First blood goes to Vengeful Spirit, however, and now Morphling might fall. No, he will be morphing to the strength, and he will get additional HP for that, obviously, and now he survives. Wow, that was a very quick engagement. We see the Ether Shock thrown in by the Shadow Shaman, followed by the Wave of Terror from the Vengeful Spirit, and they just locked down that Rubik out of position. And you know what? He would have actually survived if he didn't throw the telekinesis in. If he just walked away, he would have been out of range of the heroes. Could be, but yeah.
I think it's okay. The telekinesis, Rubik's skills have practically zero cast time, actually. That's one of the better things about Rubik. He has almost zero cast time, so he can afford to do those things with minimal consequence. But yeah, this is actually one of those times we're getting Ether Shock early on, pays off. Usually, I would say that, of course, level 1 you would get the Shackles because that's a 2.75 duration lockdown. But tri-lane against tri-lane, that would mean you're also putting yourself in a 2.75 duration lockdown because Shackle goes both ways. If you get Ether Shock, you're just able to dish out that damage instantly. So yeah, one of the better times wherein Ether Shock comes into more use than Shackles. But here we go. I think the Rubik's gonna back out this time. So this tri-lane, they've already gotten first blood. They should have the advantage right now. Faceless Void should just be focusing on not dying and maybe getting a couple of last hits along the way. So let's move into
what
bot.
about
Let's talk
about to bring that up.
Let's talk about the off lane right now. In this lineup, it should be Tidehunter getting that advantage. And if we check the last hits, the Razor is commanding with 20 last hits, second in the game, next to Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is actually owning right now. 22 last hits to 13 from the Wind Ranger, So
At the top lane, somebody's speaking. Oh no, they actually just left the Faceless Void. Sorry, and they're
they're
now
moving
converging
here.
to the middle
Yeah.
lane. They're moving to the middle lane. Inverun on top of this, on top of Deadly. Has the Shadow Strike, has a Blink, has Scream of Pain. Throws it on top of Rainier. Now he reveals himself. I don't know if Scarlet Mage is revealed, but a pause was called. I don't know if it was a tactical pause, but it seems that the
No,
Razor was disconnected.
it's not a tactical pause, because if it's a tactical pause, it's the Wind Ranger will actually have the advantage from
Ah,
that. Yeah,
yes.
because the
Well-
Wind Ranger probably didn't see this coming. Now she sees it. She sees it in just the right time, so she'll probably want to wind run downwards, not towards her tower. Maybe down. She should head down. That's the way she would save herself. She would likely save herself because the Skywrath Mage and the Rubik are coming. The concussive shot might hit the Wind Ranger. Does Skywrath have, yeah, level 3? You should have the concussive shot. The concussive shot might hit the Wind Ranger if she decides to move this way.
So Scarlet Mage is revealed right now.
Yeah. I don't think they see the Skywrath Mage right now. Yeah, Wind Ranger shouldn't see it, but if she chooses to move back towards the tower, straight towards the tower, then the Skywrath Mage's concussive shot would probably hit the Wind Ranger, and that would probably lead to the Wind Ranger dying. However, if she moves downwards instead, she takes this path, then she will avoid the Rubik and the Skywrath Mage. So she'd have a better chance there, but still, not very good looking for the Wind Ranger right now. The Queen of Pain still has that level 3 Scream of Pain. That's quite a lot of damage. But we'll see where this goes when we get to that on pause. Right now, top in the last hit, the nice, yeah, the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain mid versus the Wind Ranger, as I've said earlier on, is quite of a mismatch. You know, Wind Ranger doesn't have too much of harassment ability. Not too good in laning mid. I don't really see why Wind Ranger would be mid. This is kind of a Pinoy casual thing. So yeah, doesn't really have to make sense. The Razor is back. Okay, so
Maybe it's just that IRG is IRG's
Yeah.
Wind Ranger is comfortable with that hero.
okay, we might be starting. Okay, now let's keep an eye on this Wind Ranger.
Okay, so on pause getting called, Wind Ranger is getting nuked down. It's trying to run. Throws in the Wind Run, Arcane skill up on the Skywrath Mage, Arcane Bolt following up, and they will get the kill. It's now 1-for-1 for both teams. And
Yeah.
oh no, Skywrath Mage actually fall. No, the last hit he survives with around 5 HP right there. And he will continue and he will live. I think there was no way that Wind Ranger could have fallen, I could have lived.
She could
because of
have,
the concussive shot.
but she waited a second before she activated the Wind Run. If you
Okay.
noticed, yeah, she didn't Wind Run and move downwards immediately. So because she waited 1 second, the Skywrath Mage got into the range of using that concussive shot, and as I've said, the concussive shot is the one that's going to kill her. So anyway, if we take a look at the net worth, it's right now almost 1-5 in favor of Manji Gaming. It's not really a definitive lead right now, but it's something. They might kill the Wind Ranger again if the Wind Ranger's not
Yeah.
looking. This is a smoke coming in from the Rubik.
Skywrath Mage and Rubik now
Yeah, this
smoking
is-
into the middle lane. Now,
this
POP might actually blink in and throw the Shadow Strike telekinesis on that Wind Ranger. Arcane Seal, no Wind Run for you, Wind Ranger, and she will die. She's trying to run to the bottom lane. She might survive with a bottle, and a few charges of that bottle more could have gave her additional HP, but no, the Wind Run fades out and she will die. And wow, this wonderful rotation there from Skywrath Mage and Rubik. They knew that Wind Ranger would think that, hey, maybe they're gonna back out. I saw the Skywrath Mage without an HP, the Rubik is low, and they would probably not engage soon. So she stayed actually, and she was careless, and well, that's what happened.
Yeah, but this is
She got ganked again, yeah.
That was just smart rotation from Team Manji. They knew what they were doing with the Rubik and the Skywrath. And if we check the EXP right now, EXP, yeah.
Oh, hang on, they're moving to the top lane. They actually are nuking this Morphling though, but Morphling has so much mana and he still has a lot of strength to agility to morph into strength, and he will escape. Now, Queen of Pain is moving towards the top lane. She has the ultimate, just an illusion rune to help her probably soak up some damage. And she can actually go on top of them, but no, she backs out. She decides that, hey, no vision there, so I might as well just return to the mid, get some more levels.
Okay, so if we check the last hit, the nice, it's now Razor on top. But in net worth, it's the Queen of Pain because of those kills. And Razor next. And Faceless Void actually. They kind of failed in this laning because you're not supposed to give Faceless Void that much farm. Right now he has more farm than the Morphling. It's only 400, but still, he's not supposed to be 3rd place right now in farm. So right now, if you check the net worth, top 3 is in Manji Gaming. Difference in gold earned is around 2,000 in favor of Manji, and EXP earned, it's almost 3,000 in favor of Manji. Nothing definitive right now, but this is an early lead which can easily snowball when the Faceless Void hits that level 6. Now, okay, so I failed to talk about the bottom lane. The Razor is level 8, significantly more than the Tidehunter level 6. Now, Tidehunter is a good offlaner, but this is a ranged versus melee situation. So the Tidehunter might be having difficulty with dealing with a ranged hero such as Razor. And let's take a look at the skills. Anchor Smash will reduce...
And of course, we're now getting thrown down at
So
top
top.
lane, coach. And there actually catches 2 heroes there. Arcane Seal on top of the Vegetable Spirit. No stun for you, but you'll be able to throw it. No, she did, however, but now she dies before she could actually take somebody down with her. So wonderful rotation once again coming in from Manji Gaming. And this Skyrot Mage is doing wonders, coach, if I may say so. Wonderful Arcane Seals, wonderful concussive shots, just putting the enemy completely out of position. I mean, he was able to silence the Vegetable Spirit before she could throw in the stun, before anything could have happened in the way of iRG. So, well, there's that. I mean, this is just wonderful execution from Manji Gaming, and this is something that iRG needs to deal with. They have to step up and know that, hey, we really can't initiate on top of them if we're going to let the Skyrot Mage Arcane Seal us and then concussive shot us, and then maybe later even Mystic Flare us.
The Razor might want to take this tower already. Yeah,
And he will succeed in doing so. Oh, fortification coming in, but no TPs from iRG. There is one right now. I think this one is Morphling. It's Shadow Shaman. Will you be able to throw in the Hex? No. But the tower is in deny. It's now under deny levels, so they might actually get the deny. And this Migs has to Ravage. He wants to throw this in, but he has to be careful because the Plasma Field might actually reach him. Oh, he gets the pots right there from Shadow Shaman, and they're not going in. Arcane Seal on top of the Sky. It's wonderful Arcane Sealer. No Gush coming out, no Ravage coming out, but now Drew is coming in. He has the Plasma Field, he has the Eye of the Storm. He might get it. Oh, Rainier throws the Shackle Shot, no trees nearby, not gonna lock him down. And now 4 heroes are here at the bottom lane for Manji Gaming versus 3 heroes for iRG. Now, Vengeful Spirit she doesn't have any TPs. She might decide to get one right now. But yeah, I think they're
not denying the tower. They're not denying the tower.
They're not denying the tower. Yeah, they're not denying the tower at all. They're leaving it alone. I don't know. Maybe they want to keep it for the forward position. You know, for the TPs.
Yeah, but that's not too wise because the difference between the tier 2 and tier 1 tower on the off lane is not too significant. So it's not really too big of a difference as compared to the long distance in the safe lane. So they don't really need that tower. So I don't see why they're going to keep this tower. They won't deny it. This is just bad thinking on their part. Just one push and the Razor can actually auto-attack it like 3 times and it would be done. There we go. This
Oh no,
tower is done.
Tidehunter actually realized that it's on the deny level. So he tried to go for it for the deny, but he had to back out. And I just noticed this, coach, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems that the bottom off lane for the off lane of their team has the shortest distance between towers. Oh, now Chronosphere going in, catches 3 heroes right there. That's a field from the Razor, dropping the HP of the Vengeful Spirit, and now she dies. And Morphling escapes right there, but oh, this Wind Ranger has no Wind Walk left on top of her. They might actually get the kill. Faceless Void has 3 seconds, 2 seconds on top of that Time Walk. Will they go in? No, they disengage. At least they got 1 kill out of that fight.
Yeah, but
And
meanwhile, the Queen of Pain
the Queen of
died
Pain,
in bot.
yeah.
I was
Queen of
actually
Pain
looking
got
at
the
that.
bottom lane.
So
Oh yeah. As I was saying, coach, is it right? Is my measurement right? The bottom lane, their offlane actually has the shortest tower distance.
yeah, the tier
In all the
1
lanes.
versus the tier 2.
Yeah.
Shortest tower distance. So you don't really need to defend that tier 1 bot. So I don't know why they decided to hold that and they didn't deny it. No, maybe they just didn't notice. So that's poor form for Team iRG. So right now, let's check out the gold graphs. Almost 5,000 gold in favor of Manji, and just around 3,000 for EXP. But they're totally dominating the early game right now. No question about it.
Yeah, I mean, just look at if you just look at the kills and the towers taken. Oh, Shackle Shot actually locking the face void down. Face Void has no ult yet. Oh, he jumps right in, so he sees that the Wind Ranger, the Vegetarian, is low on HP. He gets spammed and nuked down by the Shadow Shaman, but he will survive it because of the mechanism. Queen of Fate takes the Morphling down, and now Scarlet Mage is in danger of dying. Vegetarian throws in the Magic Missile, kills her, and now they're going for the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain throws half the battle, screams into nothing, and actually hits nobody. But now basically goes back, re-engages on top of the Dire team, on top of iRG. It's a 4-4-1 exchange, with only Tidehunter surviving during that team fight.
Yeah, that was
and wonderful team fight for Manji Gaming.
They didn't have Ravage, so I think the failure for Team iRG there was that they don't have too much AoE going their way. They only have the Morphling, which isn't too much of an AoE, the Ravage, yeah, but they don't have big AoEs like Razor, Rubik, and the Queen of Pain, obviously. That's just a amount of burst and area of effect damage that can easily take out a lot of their squishy supports. Wind Ranger is not really too tanky, 872. Shadow Shaman, of course, and the Vengeful Spirit, less than 700 HP. So if all of those AoE spells connect, then they're just gonna melt really quickly. Yeah, so the Faceless Void, he has 4,400 gold. It's okay. Not really too much of a snowball yet. Doesn't have too much damage items right now. So not really someone who's going to be threatening. But
they actually wanted to initiate on the Razor at the top lane, coach, but
yeah,
they won't find the hit. The waveform missed, and well, Vengeful Spirit was out of position. She couldn't throw in the magic missile if she wanted to.
Yeah, and still level 5. Vengeful Spirit still no ult, so that's something for them. Right now, if we check the EXP, yeah, Shadow Shaman and Vengeful Spirit are behind, and this is one of those games. This is what I was pointing out earlier on. Shadow Shaman is a first pick material in competitive gaming because he has those wards. You pick Shadow Shaman for the wards, not for the Shackle, not for the Ether Shot, not for the Hex. You pick Shadow Shaman because you want to get those wards, you want to get those earlier towers. But if you're not playing Shadow Shaman like that, if you're going to wait like 12 minutes before he gets level 6 and still no towers down, you're not using Shadow Shaman to his full utility. And you're gonna pay for that. Right now they're going to take down this tower on top. Yeah.
And yeah, they do get it. It was actually taken uncontested. The fortification for the Dire team was up, but nobody wanted to TP. No TP from Wind Ranger, no TP on that Tidehunter, I guess.
Yeah, Tidehunter has Ravage, but no TP.
So yeah, they just actually decided to, hey, fuck it, we're gonna leave it.
Okay, so yeah, that's really not how this game is supposed to go. If you're Team iRG, this is not what you want to be doing. If you have Shadow Shaman, you should be taking down towers, but now they haven't taken down any towers and they've lost 2 towers for themselves. So they've really put themselves in a bad position.
Hang on, they actually they're not smoking towards the middle lane. Vengeful Field came across them and revealed the Scarlet Mage, but she didn't actually pay attention on the map, and now Telekinesis on top of the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger definitely going to die on top of all these nukes. It got Mystic Flare wasted there because of the haste runes on top of this Wind Ranger. Will she survive? Yes, she might. She might actually survive here. And well, Shadow Strike is still up on her. Oh no, do you have enough HP? Yes, she has. She actually even has charge of the magic wand. Everybody else decides to disengage. Oh, Hex was stolen by the Rubik earlier, and well, Migs goes back behind the first tower in the middle lane, and now this might actually transition to a push.
But they might have a chance here. They have Rubik, and the Faceless Void doesn't have a Chronosphere. So if they play this right, Ravage with the wards, they should be able to defend this. I don't know why they're not moving.
Well, you know what? Another thing that they have. Oh yeah, now Morphling has a TP now. Now Queen of Pain moving to the top lane. I think she wants to get a kill on this Morphling. No wards there for iRG, so this might actually be a free kill. Double damage from getting used up. She takes it straight into that Shadow Strike. Morphling does waveform out, but no, the blink is actually nearing the cooldown. Oh no, she didn't even. She hesitated to use the Scream of Pain. Oh, sorry, the Sonic Wave. She might actually have taken the kill there.
Was it a level 2 Sonic Wave? Yeah, it was a level 2 Sonic
It was a
Wave.
level 2 Sonic Wave.
But the Morphling had, yeah, it might have killed the Morphling right there. So, a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Now Razor, now being too brave, diving on top of the Wind Ranger, they disengage. Now Migs is almost on that Blink Dagger. Oh, actually, Coach, you know what? This might be why the Team IRG is playing defensively. They're waiting for the Blink Dagger on top of this Tidehunter.
Yeah, okay, but still, that's not a good reason for you to give up 2 towers without getting much in return. They might go for this Queen of Pain. I don't think they have too much lockdown unless the Shadow Shaman gets the shackles in. But
And the Orchid Malevolence pick up there on King of Pain. Shadow Shaman now. I think he knows that King of Pain is there. Oh, he doesn't know that Orchid Malevolence is there. It was a free kill for Den Lee. Den Lee getting 254 gold like for nothing at all.
yeah, so that Orchid is very good pickup for Queen of Pain. If she sees the Tidehunter, she can blink and Orchid the Tidehunter, but maybe before the Tidehunter can pull off a Ravage.
Oh no, she actually blinks in on this in the middle of the 2 towers and silences the Wind Ranger, throws in the ultimate and gets an instant kill.
Yeah,
This is going to throw IRG so out of position that it's going to be a free tower, and it did. Indeed, the first tower goes down.
okay, so
in the middle lane.
the Tidehunter has
Yeah.
a blink. He has a level 2 Ravage, but I'm not sure if they have the balls to follow up after Tidehunter Ravage. Right now, they've been playing very timidly. I've seen not too much aggression on their part, so I think they're a bit afraid. They don't want to go all in yet, and that hesitation has been causing them to lose heroes one by one. If they're not going to go all in, then Team Manji is going to pick them off one by one as they're trying to retreat. They have the Faceless Void Slow and the Chronosphere. There's also a slow from
Oh, hang on. Queen of Pain actually has an Envy rune. Is looking for somebody to scout. In fact, she can actually kill somebody within the duration of the silence. She's following the Morphling here. She has no backup. She might hesitate, but the Vengeful Spirit is just close. Ali is so close behind. If she finds that Vengeful Spirit, this Vengeful Spirit is the one going down. Oh no, she goes for the Morphling, misses a single auto attack. She keeps going for a sit right there. Now Morphling now transforming the agility to strength. Queen of Pain knows that
he has no DP.
the Morphling is there. Oh, the Mystic Flare misses right there. It doesn't find the Morphling. Arcane Seal getting thrown down, and this Morphling will actually die. Eventually, actually swaps him out, puts him in the vision of that Scarab Mage, almost killing him. But no, this Morphling strength, the Morphling strength morph is going to help him survive. So
Yeah.
that's a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of IRG.
Something good for IRG, but what I noticed from that exchange was that Morphling had his auto attack on. Yeah, he shouldn't have that on
Did that-
because he was
has?
in the trees. Yeah, he was in the trees. They couldn't see him, but he attacked. Did you notice? He attacked from the trees, and that's what you get
I
if you
wonder.
leave your auto attack on. You will attack anyone who's nearby. So even if you don't want to, you'd have to keep spamming hold or stop to be able to
Yep.
prevent that auto attack from coming in. But he had this auto attack on. He wasn't able to stop it, so he auto attacked towards the Queen of Pain when he didn't want to, and he revealed himself. He almost died there if the Vengeful Spirit didn't swap him out. So, very lucky for him, despite that error. Right now, the Wind Ranger. Let's see the net worth of the people. Yeah, still top 3 in favor of Manji Gaming. That's the Razor, the Queen of Pain, and the Faceless Void. Same order as a while ago. The top in IRG is the Morphling. He has barely 5,000 gold and only level 9. In terms of EXP, highest is Tidehunter. He's level 11 right now, or almost 12, yeah. Level 11, but that's going nowhere. They've used the Ravage once or twice in this game, over 21 minutes, and that's not ideal. You should be using the Ravage more often, being more aggressive, especially now that he has the Blink.
Oh, they're actually going in. Oh, this Tidehunter is so careless, getting static link. Shackle shot out on this Razor, however, going to force Team MG to back out.
So
Wow. Oh, are you okay, Coach? Don't fall asleep on me.
no. It's just a bit cold here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the rain. It's been a rainy day today, and the rain's
Yeah.
causing a bit of problem for my internet connection. But hopefully, for all the audience right now. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's not raining right
Oh.
now.
They're now blinking on top. The Morphling, Orchid Malevolent is getting thrown. Shadow Strike actually misses, hits somebody else, but not the Morphling. However, the Morphling is just so out of position. The 3 other heroes coming in for the reinforcement, and they do find a kill there.
So we have iRG smoked up. They might want to have something happen right here. They might want something to happen right here, but the Morphling's dead, so I don't think they're going to engage.
Yeah, I mean, Chronosphere getting thrown down by the Phase Void, locks down 2 heroes, especially 1000. 1000 has the ulti, throws it in, catches the Phaser, the Phase Void, and the Rubik. Was he able to take any skills? No. He has the Wave of Terror right there. Shackle Shot coming from Windrunner out of nowhere. Oh, they're trying to get Deadly. A wonderful Shackle Shot blocking down the Queen of Pain on top of the trees near the bottom lane, and well, that's 1 for Near Exchange. And that was actually a good team fight for Team iRG.
Yeah, good in the sense that they didn't lose anyone. They got a Queen of Pain. That's a very prized skill, but still they used the wards here on this defensive position, and they still haven't been able to use the wards offensively. So they haven't taken any tower down yet.
Oh no, Shackle actually coming in for this Shadow Shaman, but he's going to get nuked down by the Mystic there. Mix jumping in, throws Anchor Smash and a Guff, but he will die to all the auto attacks, to all the skills of the 4 heroes. Phase Void now jumping in as well to help finish the job on that Vengeful Spirit. So that's a 3-0 exchange for that last team fight. And no, you have to note that everyone on both sides was dying, and even then,
that was
MG was able to take more kills.
That was a short-lived victory for iRG. They tried to turn it around into a push, but everyone was still able to fight, and they killed 3. That was bad, and they might be able to take this tower down.
Oh no, Fortification up on the Zarya team. Will they be able to get somebody? Shackle Shot. Was it able to lock? Oh yeah, how does it work? It's like a parallel shackle, perpendicular shackle shot right there. BKB being used by the Phases Void, catching only 1 hero, Shadow Shaman right there. Oh no, what's happening right now is that the Team iRG is getting pummeled so much by all the spells. Shadow Strike on this Morphling, courtesy of the Queen of Pain, and now 3 heroes are down. The Ravage is still on cooldown. Mr. Rainier here doesn't have enough firepower to fend this push off, but I think they're going to disengage, and they might actually get the Roche this time.
Yeah, if they want to go Roche,
and they will.
Can, yeah.
And they will. It's a perfect time to go for that Roche right now, since 3 heroes are dead. You know that the Tidehunter doesn't have his ultimate yet, and you know, just by manner of, just by, how can I say this? The pattern is that when you actually wipe the other team out, you give yourself a big window to take a Roche kill.
Yeah, are they aware? Are they aware?
I don't know. No wards there for iRG. They have 1 ward at the top, at the ramp in the middle lane, facing the top rune, but that's it. That's about it. All the other wards were placed defensively. Now Shadow Shaman getting picked off again. This is the biggest. This is how, how teams set themselves to fail. Is that whenever they pick the Shadow Shaman, they don't use it, as you have indicated earlier, they don't use it for push.
Yeah, they
just
use it for ganking.
They use it for utility, and if the Shadow Shaman doesn't even get an opportunity to use his skills for pushing, you lose it. You're setting yourself up for failure. And now they know that the Rubik is here because of the wards. They keep pinging him. Rubik is planning an observer ward here just to give the position of the Zarya team for the next push.
Rubik has a blink.
Yes.
He's not supposed to have a blink. Yeah, but he's only died once, which is quite remarkable. I think he was the first blood, right? Was he the first blood? They killed him
Which
on top.
one?
Yeah, Rubik.
Yeah.
But
Rubik.
he hasn't died since, and now he has a blink dagger. He's not supposed to have that, but he does. That's what happens if you're giving up 3 towers and the Roche, and you're getting nothing in return.
All towers from Manji Gaming is still up.
Yeah.
Are still up.
They haven't taken down any towers, even with the Shadow Shaman in their lineup. So, yeah, this is a drafting failure on their part. Drafting failure and then execution failure. Sometimes if you lose in the draft, you still might be able to win if you play it properly. But yeah, here the Wind Ranger went mid. Wind Ranger is not a good mid. You pick mid because you pick mid because you want that fast level 6. You want the person to get solo EXP, and you want that level 6 to be a game-changing level 6. Queen of Pain has that in the form of her Sonic Wave.
Oh, hang on, engagement, imminent engagement coming in. Chronos Reactor catches 3 heroes. Their Mystic Flare on top of Sid. Morphling drops down. Immediately, Tidehunter not being able to throw the Ravage dies. Immediately after, Razor gets the kill on him. Now, Vengeful Spirit dies Queen of Pain. The Shackle Shot getting stolen by Rubik. And now Ward's getting dropped by the Shadow Shaman defensively. Now, double kill on top of Doms and the Skywrath Mage. This is now GG. Our team iRG calls down the GG and will now move to the next game after a 5-minute break. Well played, guys. Well played right there. Wonderful, wonderful game.
Yeah, so I'd just like to comment that well played for Manji, but it was really a terrible drafting failure for Team iRG.
Yes, yes. Not to take away on how Manji performed, it's just that, sometimes the wrong drafts add up to the victory of the opponent. Yeah? And I guess that's what the coach is saying, guys. Anyway, so yeah, coach will be taking a 5-minute break. You do your thing. The raffle will be up next. And while we wait for coach to set up the raffle, we will be taking a short break before we move to game 2. Thank you, guys. Once again, please stand by while coach takes over for the, coach, this is what they have been waiting for.
Yeah,
all
for
night.
The raffle. This is what makes our cast different and enjoyable for the people. So, okay, let's move. Let's move on.